Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Yes, I had to go back to the tropical shirt. With the weather that we have, boy, it is just simply beautiful out there, and it's going to last, it looks like, till at least Tuesday for most of lower Michigan, maybe even Wednesday. So here we go. Let's get to it. And I gave you a little bit of a snippet of what I'm going to talk about here. So I want to say I think I pride myself and with MLive in that we're going to give you more than just your average weather forecast. So you know that it's going to be beautiful. Your next question in your mind, I think, is, well, does the change on Wednesday turn us back to bitterly cold and full-blown winter? We're going to look at that well into the future. So look at this satellite picture. Hey, James Clark, thanks. I don the tropical shirts when the weather is tropical, at least for that time of the year. So satellite picture shows just a lot of clear skies for November. That is kind of rare. Of course, it's warmer than normal, so the lake clouds are cut down, and that's a good thing there. All right, so I'm going to give you the U.S. model today. Yes, it seems to have been tweaked and doing quite a bit better, matches up to the European and doesn't have a lot of clutter on it. So I figured I'd go easy on you today. First question we'll answer is, when is the next precipitation? So here we go. We're into Thursday and we're into Friday, and you see nothing going on. That kind of weather pattern for me on Friday spells mild temperatures. There's a high pressure off into the Atlantic. Clockwise flow around that. That means southwesterly flow into Michigan, coming out of Missouri and Kansas and Oklahoma, and that's warm. And this is Saturday. Wow, what a great looking weekend shaping up. And this is Sunday. Excellent. High pressure off the eastern seaboard, the southerly winds around that to us, and we are warm and we are probably fairly sunny. Now, this is Tuesday morning, and the cold front is approaching, and our model, the U.S. model, wants to develop a wave of low pressure along that in Illinois and Wisconsin, slow it down for a day or so. So this is Tuesday afternoon, and the southeast is still in the warm sector of the storm. Southeast meaning Ann Arbor, Flint, Detroit, maybe Lansing, Jackson. And then here comes a cold front, and that zips through, and then we will be into cooler air. I'll show that to you in just a moment, but let's look out in the future. The U.S. model, I don't know if I believe it this far out, but by next weekend, by next Friday, next Saturday, a weather system with maybe some rain and snow around. But the main feature here that you see is, as we go out 16 days, the main thought you get out of this is it's not going to be a very wet and stormy pattern. And generally, that allows us to be warmer than normal in November. I don't think we'll be back to the warmth that we have the next few days, which, let's look at it. This is the European model, high temperature each day. Today in the upper 60s to near 70 for the south half of lower Michigan. Be a good telltale sign if we start overachieving on high temperatures. Like, for example, if we forecast 67, 68, and we hit 70, 71, we know that when we get to Sunday and Monday, when we're 70 or 72 in the forecast, we might be, dare I say, 75. That's pretty hard to do. Warmest we've ever been in November, by the way. I looked it up in a lot of places. Southern Michigan's 80 or 81 degrees. Don't think that will happen, but notice the hesitation in my voice. Here's Friday, upper 60s. And here's Saturday, upper 60s. Here's Sunday, 70 to 72 degrees, Grand Rapids. And, anywhere from Grand Rapids, Saginaw southward, even Traverse City might be approaching 70 degrees, if not 70 inland. Here's Monday, ahead of that storm forming out to the west. So it brings that warmer air, continues it into the low 70s. Here's Tuesday. Southeast stays warm. Behind the front, you cool off. And then Wednesday, that wave of low pressure brings the mild air in again for a time period, perhaps. Now we're getting pretty far out to say it's an exact timing. But the point being is, after that, Thursday and Friday, we cool down into the upper 40s. Hey, Rebecca Archsmith, I asked about that. I wanted to write about that Indian summer, but I guess it's not really something that a term that we should use nowadays. Okay, so what you're going to be looking at here is out into the future. We've established that we got great weather into the weekend, into early next week, and then a cool down. But what about after that? Do we go headlong into winter after that cool down? So what I'm showing you is the upper level flow, about 15,000 feet up, middle of the atmosphere. Okay, someone mentions 2000. We were mild in November and then got slammed with snow in December. I remember December 2000, but I don't really necessarily remember November 2000. Certainly can happen. So we're going to look out 2 and 3 weeks here. So what you're seeing is the upper level flow, and then where you see the colors, red or blue, that means that the upper level heights are up higher than normal or lower than normal. When they're lower than normal, that's a cold atmosphere. When they're higher than normal, that's a warm atmosphere. So basically, when you see red, it's an upper atmosphere that's warmer than normal. And when the upper atmosphere is warmer than normal, the surface where we live can't get colder than normal. It would be warmer than normal. So we're into this weekend, and that's what our extreme weather looks like. We've got a storm out west. We've got an upper level high pressure center, and we are extremely warm aloft, which again translates to 70s at the surface. Now, as we get into Wednesday, that's our storm system, our first cold front trying to come through, and it knocks down that warmth of that ridge. And then we are into Friday, okay, and another one tries to come through. And then the power of the extended models going out from 10 to 16 days. And what happens is it backs the cold in the upper atmosphere back to the west, and it reemerges a high pressure ridge aloft. So I'm out 16 days now. I'm out at November 20th. And if you get a pattern like that, you're not wintry. You're not extremely warm. You're not 70s, but at that point we should have highs in the upper 30s to low to mid 40s, and something like that would bring a lot of 50s, maybe 60 degrees if it was sunny. So point being is that right now, most of November is looking like it's going to be much warmer than normal. Connie Gotterman, winter like last year will be good for me. Okay. And I'm trying to remember, well, last year we had the Veterans Day snowstorm. Remember, that was the biggest snowstorm this early in the season. Not going to happen again this year. Ken Lahai, good morning to you. There you have it. It's a pretty simple forecast. We've got a lot of sunshine through the weekend into Monday, possibly Tuesday in the southeast. And we have anywhere from 2 to 4 days of around 70 degrees in the southern half of lower Michigan. Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. We know it's going to change. We know one of these days I won't be wearing the tropical shirt. I'll be wearing the winter coat and holding the snow shovel behind me. It's going to happen. But right now, no signs of it in the next couple of weeks. So get your projects done outside and enjoy the great sunshine. That is a rarity in November. And even if you like winter or you like fall still, I think we'll all enjoy the sunshine. Take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on this Wednesday morning.